Hi Larissa. Maybe you can just run me through the squad health, please. Aoife Wafer didn't train with us today. Where is she, and maybe a bit about Adele?
Yeah, so we've had a really good week so far. 31 players have come through training. We had a really good power day today, so it was a massive element to compete and what we're trying to go after into Japan. Aoife Wafer stayed at home to just work on a few bits of rehab. She will join us in next week in preparation, looking into Spain.
So she's ruled out of Sunday's match?
As of yet.
Yeah, and Adele McMahon?
Adele's good, yeah, came through training today, so really excited. Like, she's a massive personality back in the group, an amazing leader, and that's, the girls just strive around her, so fantastic to have her back in the environment and what she sets and the standards that she sets, so fantastic to have her back in.
And given that the injuries that occurred before the World Cup and Aoife's injury, there's still a great competition in that back row for places. It mustn't be easy for the coaches to come up with the starting back row. No,
it's not easy, and I think people forget the likes of Claire Bowles that has come back in. You know, we have Ivana Kurapati that's come through the under-20s pathway. So, amazing players that are coming through and giving us that element to compete within our training environment and our training identity, which is just all a part of this green wave.
Do you feel the sense that it's getting real, a sense amongst the players that the closer they get, that it's really on the horizon, it's getting real now? Yeah,
we had a really good training before we left Dublin, and then we came in, we had a few down days. I think the girls were really itching. We had our install yesterday and it was kind of like we wanted to go, so we were definitely ready to go and attack the day today, and we had a fantastic session. It's probably one of our best sessions, and what I loved is everything that we were going after last week and this week in relation to technical, tactical, translated onto pitch, and some girls really put their hand up, so it'll be a tough selection.
Just finally for me, your opponents, Japan, I played them in a couple of close games over the last few years. What are the threats you're looking out for from them?
Yeah, look, Japan are fantastic. They're a very ball-focused team. They've a few key personnel that love to target ball. We know they're kicking threats and their kick to create something with fantastic opportunities there across the park. So, we've done our homework, but I think it's all about us now. We've spoken about Japan, and tomorrow will be about us and going into that captain's run, very clear, clinical, and ready to go, opening game.
You talk about being ready to go, basically. I mean, how difficult or how easy is it to sort of pull the squad back ahead of Sunday?
Yeah, it was difficult yesterday because we had a few down days, and even the staff were like, when are we going to start? But it was fantastic to get into Northampton and kind of, the girls went off to Oxford for a day on their down day, to really take in the environment and the culture, I suppose, while we're here. So yesterday was difficult, you're walking, but then today we were able to go and we were able to set the tone and train at an intensity that we wanted.
And how have you absorbed the area as well? I know you're staying in this beautiful hotel, but in terms of the actual area, in terms of Northampton and the surrounding areas, have you been able to see much of it?
Yeah, I know that the girls obviously went into Oxford, so they went on a little boating trip, I think, there as well. Well, attempted. I don't know how good they were. They loved it. I know a few girls went out and enjoyed the lovely golf course. Lovely walks around here, there's a fantastic lake, so it's we are so lucky between the gym facilities, Toaster, Rugby or RFC have been fantastic, so we're very grateful, and I think we've settled in rightly.
Brilliant, thank you.
What memories for you, because this is now that you're over here, brought back, given you were obviously involved the last time this group was at a World Cup? How's that evoked? Well, what has that evoked for you from 8 years ago?
Yeah, actually, funny enough, Bevan Parsons asked me that yesterday. She was like, Larry, is this bringing back all memories for you? And I was like, it actually is. I think the biggest thing that we spoke about in the car yesterday was I don't know if I was as present as I wanted to be in 2017. You know, you're always worrying about what's next instead of being where your feet are. So that was the biggest advice I said to the girls, enjoy the little moments, having your coffee mornings, going for a round of golf, enjoying your mini units times, and they're the memories that you'll remember, and getting all your work done. You know, at the front loading the week, so you can get all your information, so you're very clear and you can just enjoy rugby on the Sunday when we hit Japan. So it's bringing back memories, but you're part of a team, you're part of a management team, and that's the elements that you get, the love of it as well as being part of it. So we've got a great management team and the players, and I think we're all bought in now, so we're ready to go.
Do you think you have that perspective because you've kind of gone from the playing to coaching divide? Because that just sounds typical, doesn't it? The players are all about next moment focus, whereas the coaches are maybe bigger picture focused.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose, we'll have Japan obviously tied away now, and then it'll be from coach's perspective, like looking forward to what's next, what we're facing with Spain and future afield. But I suppose it's always in the back of your head, but for the players is being very present for the task in hand this week, which is Japan.
It's a completely different landscape now for the team based on the 2 World Cups and the gaps. Obviously, the contracts have come in, they've really invested in the coaching staff. This time around, there were students and part-time jobs back in 2017. What's that experience been like for you to compare what you had as a player versus what there is now? I mean, do you look back and go, what you could have achieved if you had that? Is it a bit of that combined with happiness for the current crop? How do you work around that?
Yeah, even 2014, very different landscape, into 2017. Like the IRFU gave me a job as a part-time carer because I was just trying to be a rugby player full time, which I was very lucky and I was able to manage in Dublin. But yeah, I think that all needed to happen, and it needed to pave the pathway for these players to come through. I think 2017 and Parliament, all that needed to happen for where we are now, and we're so heavily resourced. The facilities that we have, the resources that we have here is fantastic. So I don't ever look back and be like, oh, I wish I had that. I'm so grateful that I've paved somewhat of a path or a pebble in the path for these girls to go on and achieve greatness.
All right, we wrap up the last section.
Yeah, just